So, hey guys, welcome back again. This is Unesh, and yes, welcome to another live stream. And yes, today we have a special guest with us from Teleport HQ. So, let's welcome Paul from Teleport. Hey, Paul, welcome.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah,
Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting us.
yeah. So, Paul, we will be talking about Teleport further, and tell us something about yourself, your company, that what's your background, and all that, right?
Sure. So, my name is Paul. You already know that. I'm the co-founder of TeleportHQ. TeleportHQ is a startup, not anymore a young startup, but a startup based in Romania. This is in Europe, in Central Europe, or actually even Eastern Europe. And Teleport HQ is a spin-off from a bigger company here in Romania, which is doing essentially IT solutions and IT services. And the reason why we did Teleport HQ is that because as developers, we spend so much time pushing pixels left and right and building UIs for hours and hours. We felt the need to automate as much as possible of this tedious work. And we had several iterations. We started with machine learning. We have some very cool videos where you draw things on a whiteboard, and then while you're drawing it, you um, you use a camera to see what happens there, and we transform that directly into code. And that was a very successful demo. And after that, we decided to go a bit more mainstream, and we are today in a platform that is really excellent for static websites, but which also is a low-code platform. So it means you will be able to add some code of your own, and you will be able to do that in various ways. And the most important thing to mention is that we are about to bring server-side rendering and the capacity for you to connect to any headless CMS or headless e-commerce platform or consume data from wherever you would like. So I'm going to try in this demo today to give you an overview about everything that can be done so that you can see if this is for you or not.
Okay, so that was all about you. Is this your first project, or let's say, have you built anything before Teleport?
Yes, I did. Before Teleport, I had, but that was a long time ago. I had another SaaS startup that was in the years 2000, which is really a long time ago.
Okay,
Uh, and then I closed it. It was a bit too early. Time to market was far too early. Then I worked as a developer and as a manager, and this is my second big venture.
okay. So now tell me first that who is it Teleport for? Uh, if someone doesn't know coding at all, right? So can he use Teleport with zero knowledge of coding?
No, unfortunately for those who do not know HTML, CSS, Teleport might be a bit hard to use.
Okay.
However, if you have some HTML, CSS knowledge, if you already touch this, you might be able to do a really amazing things. So Teleport is a platform that we designed especially for front end teams. And in the front end teams, you have different roles. You have designers, marketers, and developers. And generally, when they're working together, they need to have a way of communicating their ideas. Would they be from a design perspective or from a content perspective?
Yeah, so
And
that's the actual point that I wanted to clarify in the beginning, that it's a low code platform where you need less coding to develop front end part of whatever you are designing. But it's not a no code that you don't need coding at all. So right. So that was the point I wanted to make
yeah,
over here. Uh,
it's
so
definitely very
uh,
important.
okay. So tell us what are the possibilities with Teleport. I'll push your screen to the stream and you can
Okay,
demonstrate the whole product, right?
okay, let's go.
Okay, so your
Yes,
screen is now
so
visible to
you are here
everyone.
in the dashboard of the application. So basically, what you would do in a normal flow, you would uh, use one of our templates, and I'm going to pick this one. We're going to say start building. and that will give us some material. This is a landing page basically that is already responsive and that you can basically just use and publish directly. So one thing important about Teleport it is that it has publish capabilities embedded directly into the platform, and I just going to click on this publish button, and in a few seconds this landing page is going to be published into the cloud in a global CDN, which means that it will be delivered at light speed wherever you are in the world. So this is a very nice feature. And in our free plan, you can host your application under a subdomain of TeleportHQ.app. So this is coming as a free feature with free projects in our free plan. So this is one of the interesting aspects. So I'm going to just go here, and right now I have this page has been deployed on the cloud. So let's dive a bit into Teleport. So as I mentioned before, Teleport is really more a low-code platform than a no-code platform. As I said, you will need to have some HTML knowledge in order to really be able to enjoy the platform. As you can see here in the left side of the screen, we have an inspector, and this inspector allows you to literally touch and affect and see how the structure of the website is done and really be super precise. So the platform is really oriented towards precision, towards front-end teams that really have some very clear requirements and that needs to be able to do anything in terms of layouting. So it's not something where you just have sections and you drop them into the platform. You can really do stuff. And you can select any element into this page, and you'll see that you have different type of elements. You have, I would say, let's say normal elements that are that you can just edit visually in various ways, either by using the handles, either by using the properties here, either by going into a more advanced mode, or if you're really like a front-end person, you can even use classes, so that starts to be quite advanced. But nonetheless, it gives you a lot of options. And besides this very fine control that you can have on the platform, we have some nice features. One of which is the component feature, which will enable you to basically replicate a piece of code and just modify its properties. So let's say this is a card with a user, and I'm going to say, no, this person is not Damien anymore, it's Paul Brie. And you see, I'm changing here the properties, and the card is modified here. Yeah, if I'm double clicking on the card, I can enter into its construction. And for example, I'm going to say, no, I want this element to become not blue, but red. Very good. I'm going back into home. Now, everywhere where this component has been used, my updates have been done. So this is a really nice feature. It allows you to industrialize things. Another thing that Teleport does pretty well is the management of the responsiveness of the website. And you see on the sides of the canvas, the design canvas, that you have these handles, and you can try out your website in different screen size. Here on the top right, you have uh, a few buttons that are going to enable you to go directly to some what we call breakpoints in HTML CSS structures, and those breakpoints, they are even customizable. So you can play with them and update them if you want. Generally, I recommend that you only use 4 maximum, but you can, for complex projects, you can have many more. In Teleport, you also have a lot of very nice and cool features that are inspired from the design world. So if some of you are Figma users, when you're clicking here anywhere in the dark space between your design canvas and the tools, you're going to have access to your tokens. So you see that in this project, we have a few tokens like this one, and you can reuse them for all the projects. So if, for example, I'm taking this token and I'm going to change its color to this, everywhere in the website where that color is used, it will be changed. So these are some nice things, productivity things that we brought from the design world, and that you might enjoy quite a lot. Um, so yes, if you are just having a few HTML, CSS like experiences or just a bit of knowledge, you can literally learn how to use HTML, CSS at a very, very high level. And not only you can do that, but you can also look at how the code is looking like. So one other thing that is extremely nice with Teleport is that you can export your code for 9 frameworks today. So, for example, I'm going to click now on React. Uh, my code is downloaded. I want to get that same code in HTML as going to be downloaded. So let's see, I'm going to open my HTML part. You don't see this part of the screen, but give me just a second. So I'm opening the folder on my computer. And now this is the HTML CSS rendering of the website that I just working with you. So this code is now on your computer, and you can look into it, work with it, take pieces out of it, share it with your colleagues. So it's a very nice way of doing things. So in Teleport, you're going to be super efficient in creating complex designs for your landing pages, and you're going to become empowered to export that into several frameworks, or to just publish it the way I did in the beginning of this demo. Um, so you can have multiple pages. You can link pages between them. Between them. I'm not going to do this in this demo today, but basically here is the place where you add a new page. So you are going to say new page, for example. A nice feature that we really love is the fact that as in Figma, you have a very nice zoom mechanism. Here I'm going to, let's say, add a bit of spacing around. So I have my new page. And if I'm going back into the home, from wherever I want, I can start to link things. So my new page is now available here. So now when the user is going to click on register now, he's going to go into the new page. And we have a preview mode in which you can basically try out the navigation between the pages of your website. So I mentioned the components. Components is this powerful tool that allows you to embed snippets of code in multiple places into your application. The components are also responsive, so they will behave in a responsive manner wherever you're going to use them. So I definitely encourage you to try them out. They're really capable. I would like to give you a few hints about how the platform works under the hood. Um, just like a 30-second presentation. What is really nice is basically each time you're going to touch something into your UI, the code is going to be regenerated for you in the background. And like, as you can see, this is in React, but I can see the same code regenerated in Vue or in Stencil or in Angular and so on. I'm not going to go through all of them. And for React, which is one of our main targets, you can even choose several types of styling capabilities. So if you are a front-end person, you'll be quite happy to have these options. If you are less technical, they probably won't matter that much to you, but it's important to know. And in the background, each time you are touching or doing something, what we're doing is we are generating this JSON file, which is a static JSON file, and basically this is the source of truth in our application. And from this information, we are generating all the UI and all your websites at any given moment in time. So this is to tell you how it goes under the hood. And the nice thing is, especially if you have some developers in your team or you want to do more heavy integrations, is that the UIDL and the code generators which are generating the code, they are fully open source, MIT licensed, so you can take them, reuse them, extend them. It's up to you to go crazy if you want with that. So I hope that at this stage I've gave you a sort of an overview of the principal things. Some nice other features is the CSS class manager. You have integrated access to image data bank. You have like 5 or 6 libraries of icons. You can upload your own assets, so it's quite nice. And let me show you a last commodity feature that you might also find quite cool. If you want to start to design from predefined sections, you have a few predefined sections here, so you can just take them and drag and drop them, and you can start to work with them. So maybe I want to say, okay, I want to make a quick website here. Let me put it here. We're gonna take this out, and we're going to take maybe a hero section. Okay, and just write that, just like that. I'm just built for myself. I composed for myself like a minimalistic landing page. So these are the overview of the features, and I definitely invite you to take a look into the platform. The access is free, and in the free account you have free projects for free, free hosting, free everything basically, except the access to custom domains. So basically, the difference between the free plan and the paid plans is that in the paid plans you can hook your custom domain to your landing page and then publish. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
so that was really awesome. And anyone who is into web design and front end designing, it's very useful for them. And I think this will save a lot of time for them, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I know a few of people in this field. What they are doing, they search for the most similar templates they are looking to design, and they keep searching on and on and on. It's really difficult to find sometime templates. So I think you already have some ready templates also inside.
yes. We don't have many yet, but we plan to add more. So I think you'll find about 10 templates in our starter that you can start
Okay,
from. So
so
you see them here,
yeah,
uh, and we're going to add more. So we have a plan for that. But definitely, it can save you some time when you get started.
yeah. So I have few questions for whatever we talked about right now. One
Yeah.
of them is you mentioned that hosting is included. So if
Yes.
someone wants to deploy, then hosting will be covered by Teleport
Yes.
inside paid plan, and he can hook up his custom domain and it will be hosted by Teleport, right? So this means that the user does not need any third party hosting for it at all.
Exactly, exactly. So the difference between the free plan and the paid plan, in the free plan, as you can see here, you will have your project
So
will
it
be
will, yeah, it will be a
behind our
subdomain of Teleport, right? In the free
exactly,
plan, it will be
exactly.
a subdomain. Okay.
But
And in
it's
the paid plan, anyone can hook up their own custom domain. So
exactly,
hosting will be covered by Teleport, right?
yes,
And
exactly. You don't have to think about it, and it's one of the best hostings in the world. In the background, we're using Vercel, which is
mhm.
one of the best CDNs. So you can try the pages and the score in terms of SEO, and you'll see that the scores are quite good out of the box.
Okay, so at this point, what I think is that this is really, really, really useful for the freelancers who are selling this type of services, as you can export in any type of code, right? You showed at almost 8 type of codes that can be exported, right? And that
Correct.
can be exported from free plan also. That's
Yes, yes.
really
No,
generous.
yeah,
That's really generous. Yeah.
that's very important to mention. We don't like the platforms who are blocking the export. So we consider that everybody should export and learn and do things. And if you want more, then you can definitely use the platform, but you are not locked in into the platform.
Okay, so what the point I want to make over here is that how can freelancer benefit from it? So what I will say, guys, just check out the lifetime. Check out the deal which is going right now, and you will find the link below in the description. And if you sign up for free account also, and you are a freelancer, you can design any type of pages or let's say website and export code, right? That's the main point over here. Now let's come to the agency part, what are the use cases for agencies? Do you have any plan for the hosted one with custom domains? You have any plan to add features for agencies which can uh, provide this as a solution for their clients?
Absolutely. So in fact, for in the pro plan, what you will have, you will be able to have a workspace in which you can have multiple people, and in this list of people, some are going to be your collaborators, and some are going to be your customers. If they are your collaborators, they will probably have access to all the projects that you have into your workspace. And then for each of the customers that you have, you can invite them to access just one of the projects. And I didn't mention it, but everything is in real time. So if I'm going to take the same URL and go back into another window, and I'm going to start. You can see that I'm working now in my other window, and you can see that you can collaborate. So if you would enter right now, you can do things from afar. See?
Yeah.
So I
Mm.
think that for customer feedback or for working in teams, especially with your remote, it's very, very important to be able to do that. So the workspace basically brings you this shared space between you as the owner of the plan and your collaborators, and then you can punctually invite your customers there. So it's up to you if you want to be their customers for the hosting. The hosting is in any case covered inside your plan. It's up to 400 gigabytes per month of free bandwidth, so you can do a lot of things. And in the pro plan, there's unlimited projects. We don't limit things.
Yeah. So I think we covered everything inside Teleport and nothing's left. Am I right?
There's something that I think you're going to enjoy very much. We have also let me close a few tabs here. We have this plugin from for Figma. So I don't know if you're familiar with Figma, but designers for sure will be. Figma is one of the leading platforms today for design
Design.
as a
Yeah.
SaaS platform. And what we've done, this is a project that you see in Figma. No, I'm in
Yeah.
Figma now, right? And you can install our plugin. You can start the plugin, and I'm going to copy this layers to the clipboard, and we'll have a little UI back here. We're gonna fix it, and I'm going to go back into our project. I'm going to create a new page, and now I'm going to paste everything that was in Figma.
Wow.
So it is not perfect. The reason for that is that because we are using auto layout in Figma, but in any case, as you can see, if you use auto layout in Figma, you already have your like uh, tree structure is imported. The images are imported. The tokens, the design tokens are imported. Here I have my colors that have been imported as tokens, and with a few adjustments, I can work in Figma like in desktop mode. I can import and teleport in like in seconds, and then I can just adjust in teleport the last pieces of UI that I want to make sure to work well in responsive mode.
Yeah,
So
but
I
still,
this is like a
still it
huge
can help a lot, right? For those
yes,
who have ready designs inside Figma, it can help a
yeah.
lot. Though they have to sort that problem, or let's say whatever in importing here. Now my question is, when someone exports a project,
Mhm.
all assets, including images, are downloaded in that particular file.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So
we have many users that are using the platform without the hosting because they want to customize it later on or add some dynamic functionalities. So they're downloading the UI, then they make some changes, and they're publishing our UI with the changes on their own servers, on Cloudflare or Netlify, or so there are many options. So there are there are many ways of using Teleport. And so we see a lot of agencies working like that for high fidelity prototypes, for landing page marketing landing pages. It's a really good tool for that. Validation, or for more advanced teams, they do big pages or sections of big pages in Teleport. They make sure that everything looks right. then they export them, and they continue over there. And one thing that I would like to mention is that we have some cool features that I will not explain here because they're probably a bit advanced, but we have two experimental features that are really close to become available for everyone. And one is the developer mode, and the other one is Tailwind CSS. And these are going to trigger some very interesting things. So, for example, I'm going to have this new tab, and now I'm going to be able to see all my content directly into a developer environment. Like I will be able to start coding here in React, import elements from the design mode, and this is going to be a React app. So this is one development that is interesting for developers. So if you are a developer and you're watching this, I think you might be interested. Uh, and I'll stop here for this one. Then the second one is you saw that I activated Tailwind classes. Tailwind classes is a really powerful UI library. So I think, as you can see, this is imported directly from Tailwind. So you can, if you're a Tailwind user, you can start to do crazy thing using Tailwind. Okay, my head is hurting because of the spinning stuff. So there are a lot of precise thing and powerful features that are coming in. And the most powerful of all, and with that I'll finish my presentation, is that we're going to support SSR with Next.js directly to the platform. So you will be able to stay in Teleport, code in Teleport, and connect your user interface with any headless CMS or e-commerce platform or any API, by the way. So if you have a developer in your team, this developer can become an enabler for you to do really, really interesting things with a very high efficiency.
Okay, so yeah, we covered everything, and let's move. Check out the what are the comments, and we
Sure.
will take some of the comments. Some of them are hi, hello, hello everyone. So yeah, Chaitanya is here. What's the surprise? Yeah, surprise is this, Chaitanya, that when I announced this live stream, I didn't announce that there will be Paul joining us live stream in with us, right? So I just announced as a simple live stream with my photo. So that's a surprise that we have Paul from Teleport team, and I really thank him that on a very short notice he accepted our invitation and came here to demonstrate this product, right? Okay. So Bush is asking, is it only for front end development? Yeah, yeah, that's what
Yes.
we are talking about, right?
Yes. Exclusively. So
Yeah.
that's a very good question because many platforms are trying to provide both front end and back end, but our philosophy is that we want to strive to become one of the best platform in the world at front end development, and this is the reason our focus is only on that part. And that means you can bring your own database, your own APIs, your own source of data, and you can mix it in Teleport. That's what you're going to be able to do by the end of this year.
Okay. So, can I create a blog? I don't think you can create a blog inside because it's not meant for it. It's just a front end designing tool where you can design UI or pages or like that, right?
You
So,
you will
Bush,
be, you will be
if
able
you
you
want
will be
to, if you want to launch a blog, you can just create a subdomain and use a WordPress, or let's say there is one more thing right now in market called Ghost, and there are some SaaS solutions also who are providing blogging solutions. Some of them are free, some of them are paid. So you can just sign up with them and use blog part, right? What were you saying, Paul?
Yes, I think the question is good because blogs can be of different sizes and different can fulfill different needs. And
Yeah.
yes, if you want to have quickly a blog up and running, you're absolutely right. WordPress.com or any platform that offers that out of the box is a great one. If you are an agency and you want to have fully precise control over the blog and you want to have the power of SSR and you want to be really at the top level of what can be done, if you want a professional solution, then you will very much enjoy Teleport. And we're going to publish in a month from now a video about how we are managing our own content with a headless CMS while using Teleport. And basically, this gives you a fantastic control in terms of managing blog and content websites. But it is definitely for more advanced cases.
Okay, I think there are no more questions right now. So let's wrap this up. So Paul, once again, I would like to thank you for coming over here and giving us your precious time. Right?
You're welcome. Happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me, and I'm looking forward our next meetings and discussions.
Yeah, sure, sure. So thank you guys. Thank you for joining. See you in the next stream with